I have always been fascinated by the Staffordshire pottery industry. Being a local, I'd hear stories and I'd watch documentaries about it. The scale of the industry and its significance was always a staple of the area, with brands like Wedgwood even being used by the royal family. Pottery made Staffordshire undeniably relevant. This led to our skills in the moulding of clay becoming a huge part of our identity. However, these are only stories. I looked around me and I can only see the remains of a once mighty empire. I decided I wanted to explore the legacy of my home through a documentary and a poem. Join me on an adventure as I discover a legacy of industry and clay.
The Staffordshire potteries, nestled in the heart of England, became synonymous with the excellence in ceramics during the 18th and 19th centuries. The region's rich clay deposits, combined with a skilled workforce, fueled the emergence of a vibrant and innovative pottery industry. Innovations such as the use of the potter's wheel, advancement in glazing techniques, and the development of transfer printing propelled the Staffordshire pottery industry to new heights. The once cottage-based industry transformed into a sprawling network of factories, making Staffordshire a global hub for ceramic production. The Industrial Revolution marked a turning point for Staffordshire pottery. With the advent of mechanization, production soared, and the industry boomed. Iconic names like Wedgwood and Spode became synonymous with quality and craftsmanship. Staffordshire potteries were not only meeting domestic demands, but also exporting their wares across the globe. The 19th century marked the golden era of the Staffordshire pottery industry. The Great Exhibition of 1851 in London provided a platform for Staffordshire potters to showcase their finest wares, gaining international acclaim and further boosting their global reputation. However, as the 20th century dawned, the Staffordshire pottery industry faced challenges that would eventually lead to its decline. Changing consumer preferences, economic downturns, and increased competition from other regions and materials played a role in the industry's gradual downturn. The two world wars dealt severe blows to the Staffordshire pottery industry. During wartime, resources were redirected towards the war effort, and after the conflicts, the economic landscape had changed. Traditional industries struggled to adapt to new economic realities, and many pottery factories faced closures. Despite the decline, the legacy of Staffordshire pottery endures. Today, there are efforts to revive traditional techniques and celebrate the heritage of this once mighty industry. Artisans and enthusiasts are working to ensure that the skills and craftsmanship that define Staffordshire pottery are not lost to history.
I met a traveller from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand half sunk a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read which yet survive stamped on these lifeless things. The hand that mocked them, and the heart that fed, and on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair." Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away.
I'm Emma from Emma Bailey Ceramics, based down here at Middleport Pottery. I've been doing this job now for nearly 37 years, using traditional long glaze painting to produce colourful designs inspired by Clariscliffe. I don't think the pottery industry has gained anything for the past 20 years whatsoever. We are dramatically losing skills, jobs, factories are closing every 2 seconds. You know, we're in danger of losing another 500 jobs at Emma Bridgewater. I just think people are looking for although people want to buy British, I think people are also looking for the cheaper option of producing the actual pottery itself. So, for instance, I was trained at Wedgwood in 1984. Since then, there's been no training whatsoever. So that's decades of skills which we're never going to get back. I don't think it'll ever be the same again. In fact, without trying to be negative, I feel that I will probably see the end of it in my lifetime. Purely that is industry-led though, because we haven't passed them skills down. And once they're gone, you know, if anything came back now, we haven't got the craftsmen to do it. So it will eventually end. And I don't think we're that far off. We've only got the likes of Steelite who are doing really well, and that's because it's hospitality. But I think we'll see the likes of Bridgewater, Wedgwood, people like that. I think they're not too far away from the end. Because Wedgwood, for instance, when I was there was 80 of us doing my job, gilding. There's now 2. They are ready for retirement with nobody coming through whatsoever, no youngsters coming through. So that's it, it's going to end. I think obviously the Great Pottery Throwdown's been great for the making of pots. It's doing great for the area as well. You know, people want to come to Stoke-on-Trent. There's been an interest in, you know, the historical buildings, Gladstone. You know, it's part of our history, isn't it, in Stoke, and people want a piece of that. But it actually, as far as pottery industry, I don't think anything will ever be enough. Get it back to how it used to be, basically. It's more of a hobby. People are taking it up as a hobby, which is great. And the schools are beginning to do pottery again. Our local schools are beginning to get interested in pottery and learn about the heritage side of it. I think most of it lies in pottery. We were branded the ceramics capital of the world at one point. That's kind of a legacy what the likes of Josiah Wedgwood, the Adams family, all of those did for us. But we need it to not keep going abroad, and we need British manufacturing. To Wedgwood, they are now owned by a Finnish company who are famous for making scissors. That's never going to help Wedgwood, is it? As a brand, you know, they're just taking it over to use their brand and their name, and the workers don't really come into it.
As my journey to discover Staffordshire's legacy comes to an end, I have learned that the mighty industry has succumbed to a colossal wreck. I see a passion to keep it alive. However, nothing beside remains. The artists, the scientists, and the entrepreneurs who led this industry have influenced the shaping of Staffordshire, yet all that remains to remember them are a shattered visage. The stories of the pottery industry seem like a legend to us. The legacy left by these artisans is undeniable. Those who carry on the craft look to the passions of the pioneers of this industry, and we see these sculptors well those passions read.